So it's cricket season in England, of course, are fighting to keep hold of the Ashes, but did you know that there's another Ashes series? Well, this tournament has got a slightly different set of rules because it's blind cricket. Now, I went over to Tranmere's Victoria Cricket Club to find out what it was all about.
My name's Graham. I'm one of the committee members and obviously a player as well.
So this is Tranmere Victoria. I didn't even know this club was here, you know. I know you've said one or two have said that in the past.
Yeah, a lot of people who live in the vicinity don't even realise that we're here. People who walk past and just think it's part of the park. Yeah, that's they see the lawnmowers and all the fellas coming out doing all the park stuff, and that's what they actually think this is.
Oh, you run a blind cricket team from here as well, don't you?
Well, we had a game a couple of Sundays back between the North Visually Impaired Cricket Board team. They came across, approached Colin, who is our Sunday captain, and wondered whether we could host a game between ourselves and them. It came off and we had a fantastic day. We had a full demonstration beforehand from David, who is the skipper of the blind visually impaired team,
right,
and John, who came down to umpire the game as well. And after the demonstration, the game went on, and it was a great day all round.
Sure.
The weather was like this, and it was a bit hot out there, but other than that,
we never complain about the heat in this country. We never complain about that. Just to bring Colin in, tell us about your involvement then, Colin.
Been involved with the club now for about 4 years. Used to play myself several years ago and then took a break.
Yeah.
Come back to playing cricket, obviously, because I like the club and lived in the area myself, and it is a good community club. It's just a shame that a lot of people obviously don't really maybe realise that we're here, because the club actually celebrated its 90th year last year.
Really?
And I think for a team to be playing in a public park in this day and age, that's quite an achievement.
Sure.
We were approached by David a couple of weeks ago asking if we would be interested in hosting or playing a game against the team that he plays for himself, which is the visually impaired. And I thought it was a great opportunity for the club to sell itself, and also for some of our, not just the younger members, some of the senior members, to realise maybe how lucky we are to play a sport with the facilities that we've now got.
I know.
And it's nice for us to be able to sort of give that opportunity to other local cricket enthusiasts, especially with the Ashes starting. And that was one of the things, when I spoke to David, was like, it's his passion and love for the game of cricket that we all love, that I thought it was a great idea if we could make the game work.
Well, just to bring David in then. Hello, David.
Hiya.
So tell us about your involvement with the cricket side of things then.
Well, I've been involved with blind cricket since I was at school at Worcester. There was a blind school there, and we grew up playing the game.
It differs. First of all, the ball's different, isn't it? The ball is.
Yes.
It's like a small football, isn't it?
It is. It's a size 3 football, which has ball bearings inside it.
Yeah.
Which when it bounces, it's a good example. When it bounces, it makes a noise. For the totally blind players, this ball has to bounce twice before it reaches them when they're batting.
Yeah.
And they can catch it off one bounce as well, so it gives them the opportunity to be involved with the game. The partially sighted players, the ball has to bounce once, so again they can see the ball when they're batting, but they do have to catch it on the full. We were lucky last Sunday when we played here that we managed to take a few of our catches, so we had a good close game. But as the lads were saying, there is different assets to it. Bowling the ball, because it's so much bigger, it's a lot more different. You've got to get the technique and things, and then trying to pick this up off the floor and throw it 30-40 yards, it's actually quite difficult.
Like handball then, isn't
it is really. You have to sort of get like an underarm sort of stroke sidearm throw, like handball, to get the ball in. And there was a lot of people who were sitting in the park just sunbathing who were watching as well and were interested, coming over, asking questions. So hopefully it's improved the profile of both blind cricket and Tranmere Victoria.
Sure. Well, what sort of questions do people ask, Dave?
Oh, loads of questions, such as, is it cricket? And you explain to them that it's played on the same strip as cricket, the stumps are slightly bigger and stuff. Then they'll go, well, how can you hear the ball? So again, as with bouncing the ball, you explain that to them. Then they'll sort of ask, well, how does the batsman know if the ball's coming down? Well, we have a sort of part of our game where the bowler always asks the batsman if he's ready before he comes into bowl. And as he lets go of the ball, he says, play, so that the batsman's already got like an early warning that the ball's coming down.
I know.
And we explain that to them as well. Then we'll explain to them how much sight different people in the team have. I mean, there's quite a range of things that people are interested in, really.
Yeah.
A lot to do with visually impaired sport is to do with communication, teamwork, working together, and if you pull everyone's sort of attributes into that, you can have a good game, as I think the lads here would agree. We had a good game.
So what about when the cricket season ends then? What sport do you get involved with then, Dave?
Well, I watch a lot of football. I go and watch Tranmere a lot. Yeah. Actually, how the story came about with all this was that the scorer here, Pete, he's steward at Tranmere.
Yeah.
And I was talking to him about blind cricket, and he said, well, you'll have to come and play our local team. And so we started talking about Tranmere, Victoria, and I said, well, this is where I walk my dog. This is my local park sort of thing. I only live 10-minute walk away. And he said it would be great to get you up here and have a game. So he gave me Colin's number and we went on from there. You know, the pitch was really good. The ball bounced when we played here a week last Sunday.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a great day out for everyone. I think the bar did quite well as well, actually, with drinks and things.
Do you know what? Great place, and I didn't even know it was there. We were chatting about that. It's in Victoria Park there, Tranmere Victoria Cricket Club, and they really enjoyed, hosting the game of blind cricket. And we were talking about getting a team over there from Radio Merseyside next summer. If you fancy a game.
Crikey, you and Roger Phillips in cricket whites.
Meaning, hey, don't worry, mate.
No, that's a good idea.
I
think so. I have been hit by a cricket ball on the leg and it's painful.
Yeah, but this one
is the biggest bruise on my leg ever.
That's a proper cork ball. They use it's like a handball.
Oh, okay.
It's like a very small football, really, with ball bearings in it. But, they had a great game. They were all absolutely raving about it. And a great day in the club as well. So we'll keep you posted next summer. And fingers crossed, the weather might even last till then.
You never know.
You never know.